Elon Musk is a public enemy.
Whoa, imagine coming home to that ray of sunshine. This is gonna be fun.
How is he out here bitching about homelessness when he himself is worth $304 billion?
I think it's over $400 billion, and I must have missed Elon bitching about homelessness. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Elon's talking about government efficiency. Elon's talking about lots of things, but I followed the guy about as closely as anybody, and I must have missed the Elon bitching about homeless thing. I think he's not happy about crime in San Francisco and cities that are filled with crime, and some of that may be related to homelessness. Maybe you like crime in your neighborhood. I don't know.
And can personally finance the eradication of homelessness 15 times over, literally. Literally. It would cost $20 billion for us to get rid of homelessness.
Okay, so your friend Joe Biden spent $24 trillion in his presidency. If it only cost $20 billion to fix homelessness, then why didn't your Democrat friends, your liberal friends, why hasn't Gavin Newsom, in all the time that he's promised to fix homelessness, with the California budget far bigger than the budget that Elon Musk has? He doesn't have as much money as you think he has, but if Elon had all that money, maybe, but Elon's doing other things. And the government that you apparently love, the people you love, spend way more money than Elon has access to, far more, 1,000 times more money, and they haven't fixed any problems. By the way, Elon doesn't have 20 billion in cash. I don't think you understand how this stuff works.
And he would still have 284 billion left over.
If you had any financial literacy, any economic literacy, you understood how these things work. Elon's wealth is tied up in stock in companies. He can't just sell the stock in the companies because it has an effect on the companies. Just like Jeff Bezos, anybody who's founded a company, their wealth is tied up in those companies. If they sell their stock in the company, the value of the company falls. They don't get as much as you think. It can impair the functioning of the company. There's all kinds of problems. It's not like he's got $300 billion in cash lying around. I think you don't understand that Elon's net worth is based on the companies he owns, the companies that he grows, the companies that are helping the world get better, making the world a better place. But you wouldn't know that and you wouldn't care.
He's the fucking problem. He can solve so many world problems with all that money in his fucking bank account.
So that money is not in his bank account. This is, the financial illiteracy, the economic illiteracy of this ray of sunshine that fortunately is not in my home. As far as solving the world's problems, well, let's see. He's cleaning the air almost single-handedly with his team at Tesla, single-handedly accelerated the world's transition to sustainable energy through electric vehicles, battery backup, and solar. He's done more than about any other human in that route. He's helped Nolan Arbaugh.
My name's Nolan. I'm obviously the first person with the Neuralink implant.
And at least one other person who were paralyzed, basically completely paralyzed, through a brain implant from his company Neuralink to live a much better life. This hit home with me because I just had an in-person conversation with the sister-in-law of a friend. And she had this mind virus that she got from a prominent Tesla hating journalist, a prominent Elon hating journalist, was completely unaware of Neuralink. These people have no idea that Elon has a company that is attacking brain disease. They have no idea that Starlink is providing internet access to rural populations that don't have internet access, to villages in the Amazon jungle.
We did put a kit on the roof of this school, and we had a conversation with Elon, me and 80 little Brazilian kids, never used internet in their life,
that have never had internet access before and now have internet access because Elon started up Starlink. They have no clue. They don't understand the great things that Elon's companies are doing to make the world a better place. The free speech to allow you to say nasty things about people you don't like. Elon turned Twitter into X and is now a free speech platform. And people say nasty things about me and people say nasty things about him. Your video I found on X, people say nasty things about Elon too. And he allows it. He lets that happen, as opposed to the platforms that you are stuck on that don't let you know all the great things Elon's doing because they are censored and they are controlled, and you have bitten into a propaganda machine and you are clinging to that propaganda machine because you need to hate people who you think are the bad guys without even embracing the possibility that maybe you're on the wrong side. Maybe Elon's one of the good guys.
And he chooses not to. He chooses to separate us. This is not a right or left issue. This is top bottom. This is a fucking class war.
I don't know who she's talking about separating. Elon brings people together. The X platform is the most balanced social media platform on the internet. CNN said it, not me. He's collaborated with Democrats from the beginning. He collaborated with Barack Obama. He collaborated with Rahm Emanuel and the Emanuel brothers. Elon is perfectly happy to work with others. Now, your boy Joe Biden crapped on Elon for 4 straight years. And you didn't care. Because you hate billionaires just because they actually accomplish something when, what do you accomplish? You accomplish about as much as I do. We talk into cameras. Elon gets shit done. I prefer the guy who gets shit done to the loudmouth who doesn't get anything done and doesn't understand what the hell she's talking about.
Elon Musk isn't your fucking friend.
Now, that's true. Elon is not my friend. There's over 200 million people who follow him on X. He can't be friends with all of them. He wisely has a limited group of friends. But he cares about humanity, and he's doing a lot to make humanity better and make the world a better place for everyone. And you would know that if you turned off your propaganda and actually joined the X platform and found out the truth. And you can hear people criticizing Elon, and you can hear people praising Elon, and you can watch videos from Elon's companies where they talk about how they're addressing the problem of brain disease, how they're trying to solve the transition to sustainable energy, how they're trying to deliver low-cost internet access to struggling populations around the world. You could learn all that if you opened your mind and said, maybe I should go to the source. There's this popular thing now where people will say Joe Rogan is terrible and I never listened to him. Well, or I listened to one Joe Rogan podcast and therefore he's terrible because I didn't like that one. He's got a body of work that's incredibly long. Elon does a lot of things that you don't know about because you've turned your mind off to it. Those guys are bad. I don't listen. There's a saying, like if you believe he's your enemy, there's a classic saying, know thine enemy. If you really believe that Elon is the bad guy, why don't you watch some videos from Tesla about what they're trying to do to accelerate the transition to sustainable energy? Why don't you watch a Neuralink video where Neuralink explains what they're trying to do to help make brain implants work and cure blindness and paralysis and solve other brain diseases? But you would have to actually do work. You would actually have to spend time watching something and then trying to understand what they're trying to do. But you don't do that because you're so busy hating and you're so busy feeding off that propaganda that feeds your dopamine that you can't open your mind and say, hey, maybe I should listen to the other side. Look, I paid attention to what Kamala Harris and Joe Biden were saying on the internet, and I responded, and I listened, and the people who say things I disagree with, I listened, I responded. I didn't close myself off to them, right? If somebody's advancing a position that I might not agree with, I want to see what they're saying. I want to hear their position. You've never listened to Elon explain anything. You've listened to the talking heads like Rachel Maddow and Lynette Lopez or whoever, whatever your information sources are, telling you Elon man bad and not bothering to try to hear from the source. So this is my advice to anyone who hates on Elon. Take some time, go to the Tesla X account. If you want, go to the Tesla YouTube channel, watch presentations from Tesla, watch presentations from SpaceX, from Neuralink, from the Boring Company. See what they're trying to accomplish. And you can be on the X platform and you can follow employees of X and employees of XAI, Elon's AI company. You can follow employees of SpaceX. You can follow employees of the other companies. You can see what they're trying to do to make the cars safer. There's a great video of Lars Moravi talking about the way that they work to make the Model Y the safest car on the planet. Try to embrace that and then watch it. And then if you still believe that this guy's evil and he's trying to destroy the world, tell me why he made the safest cars on the planet. Tell me why he made cars that actually clean the air as opposed to polluting the air. Tell me why they're working on recycling battery materials. You probably believe the batteries go in a landfill. You don't know that 98%, 97% of the materials in a battery get recycled. You don't care about any of that because you need your hate. You have an opportunity Open your mind up. Go and watch some content. Watch Elon's interviews with Lex Friedman or Joe Rogan. Listen to what he says. Don't take what somebody else says about him. Don't take some clip. Watch a whole video. It might take a few hours, but give it time and then decide, wait, he's put this team together that's trying to put chips in a person's brain to help a paralyzed person use their body again or manipulate objects again or help blind people see. Boy, that doesn't seem like evil. Look at all the effort they've done. Look at how much money he's invested. His money that he's invested to try to make the world a better place. And you think he's got it sitting in a bank account somewhere and he's not doing anything with it. No, he's making the world a better place. And if you bothered to try to listen to the other side, you would know that. It's there waiting for you. We're all waiting for you in the reality where Elon Musk is the greatest entrepreneur in history, doing more for humanity than anyone in human history. It sounds outlandish. Watch a Neuralink presentation. Watch the Tesla presentation where they talked about Master Plan 3 and how they're going to try to transition the entire world to sustainable energy. And then tell me, is that what you want? Or do you want to keep burning oil? Do you want to keep burning coal? Watch Gwynne Shotwell talk about delivering Starlink to a remote village in the Amazon jungle and how these children were so happy and how Elon took time out of his day to connect with them via Starlink to wish them well. You can try. You can make an effort to try to explore, or you can stay angry and stay with your hate and follow your dopamine junkies who are giving you the propaganda that you want to believe. Choice is yours. Thanks for watching.